Another week in boxing, another controversial fight, event, whatever. Last couple of weeks we've had all this bullshit with Alicia Baumgardner and Robert Helenius and Zolani Tete and others testing positive for substances in their VADA tests, or as the new terminology seems to be, they had adverse analytical findings, which I think is a complete bollocks way of saying, you know, they found drugs in their system, basically. And now, a fight I was looking forward to all week, because it seemed to be the best heavyweight fight we're going to get for a while, anyway. Oleksandr Usyk defending his WBA, IBF and WBO heavyweight titles against Daniel Dubois, live in Poland last night. And obviously the result was a TKO victory in round 9 for Usyk. He retains his titles. But the big talking point that everybody's talking about, and it is controversial, and it's more bollocks and more things to get pissed off about in boxing, the low blow that may or may not have been a low blow in round 5. Now, I'm sure you've all seen the fight, you've all seen the punch 1,000 times on social media. A right hand down to Usyk's body. Usyk falls to the floor, referee rules it a low blow. Usyk gets 4 minutes to recover, or up to 5, but he took 4, I believe, to recover. Then he basically gets up, continues to fight, and then stops Dubois in the 9th. Now, in real time, when the punch landed, when I was watching the fight, it looked low, because of the camera angle. Usyk had his back to the camera. It looked low, the way he dropped, I thought, yeah, that's low. You know, referee called it straight away, no problem. However, upon seeing some of the replays, it was on the belt line to me, and it didn't look low to me, but Usyk dropped, and obviously the referee straight away said it was a low blow, so therefore no count was administered, and Usyk got his time to recover. Now, I'm sure if the referee, I think, it's just what I think, we will never know. We will never know the answer, because obviously the fight didn't go that way. I'm sure if the referee had started counting, Usyk would have got up. But that never happened, so Usyk stayed down. So, you know, could Dubois technically be the heavyweight champion now by knockout? It's a possibility. But it didn't happen that way, and we've got to accept it. You know, unfortunately, there isn't a video replay rule in boxing like there is in football and rugby and things like that. So it's all right. We're all crying about it. Don't worry, I'm fucking annoyed about it and pissed off about it. I've seen these accusations of corruption. It's like, well, there's plenty of corruption in boxing, so you never fucking know. I actually saw a comment on Instagram this morning that said the whole event looked like a Ukrainian propaganda film. Well, I thought, well, yeah, Usyk is Ukrainian. It's his kind of homecoming. I mean, it's in Poland, which is a border country, but it's as close as he's going to get at the moment to having a homecoming. And obviously his manager's Ukrainian. There was probably a lot of Ukrainians in the audience, and he's the champion. So I would absolutely, and he was the favourite. So I would absolutely say, yes, he was. It was a Ukrainian propaganda video. Unfortunately, that's the way the world is. But if it had been held over here in the UK, and there were lots of Brits about, and obviously the Frank Warren, and that would have been pumping up Dubois as a Brit, would people have said the same then? Oh, well, it was a British propaganda movie. Oh, shut the fuck up. People look too deep into things some way. Just sit back and try and enjoy the sport. That's what I try and do. I know I'm fucking ranting now about stuff, because I'm fucking annoyed. I just wanted a fight that with no controversy, straightforward, and then we can just continue on with our lives and enjoy the sport. But again, it's more controversy, it's more bollocks, it's more moaning and fucking griping. From me as well. I'm not saying other people, it's me as well. And I'm just fucking sick of it. So boxing is my life, boxing is my love. I've been involved in this sport in one way or another, whether it's as a fan, as a wannabe journalist, as a boxer when I was a young man, since I was 7 years old, so that's 33 fucking years nearly. And it never fails to break my heart. So, but back to the fight. Obviously, Usyk was pretty much dominating with the jab, pretty much early on. He couldn't miss Dubois with that jab. He followed it up with a few left hands here and there. But Dubois, he fought very well. I enjoyed watching him. He didn't fold up at the time like I thought he would. He's got not a lot of head movement at times, Dubois. So I thought, well, he's just going to get picked off all night. And then after the 5th round, I think there was a body shot winning in the 4th from Dubois, and you can see Usyk didn't like it very much. And from the remainder of the fight, after the low blow that may or may not have been a low blow incident in the 5th, every time he got hit to the body, he was complaining to the referee about low blows, which is quite encouraging for other heavyweights. They're going to look at that and go, this guy, I mean, last year Joshua hurt him to the body. I think it was in the 9th. It's been over a year since I've seen the fight, so you have to excuse me if I've got the round wrong, but at some point he did trouble him with a body punch. So all the other heavyweights have figured out that his kryptonite is body punches. He doesn't like it to the body. I've seen people say he's soft to the body. And yeah, he did a lot of complaining. I don't like it when fighters complain to the referee incessantly, unless it's something blatant like headbutts or proper low blows going in all the time. Fair enough, but I just don't like it. People just moaning and griping about low blows when there's no need. So yeah, that annoyed me a little bit on Usyk's side. But then when it came to the end of the 8th round, Dubois dropped down to the canvas, and I couldn't really, in real time, I couldn't see what had hurt him. And then when they showed it in slow, the replays afterwards, nothing seemed to fucking land. Not clean anyway, sort of grazed him a little bit as a combination went in, and I thought, well, I couldn't see what had hurt him. So I thought, well, is this Daniel Dubois having his heart broken again, or is he injured, or what? And then in the 9th, he went down from what appeared to be a jab, and then he was pretty much, he got up at the end, but he was counted out, the referee waved it off. And I thought, this is Dubois. I don't like the word quit, because unless you've actually been taking punches in there, you don't know what they're going through. But I thought, is this Dubois quitting again, in inverted commas? And it was all very bizarre, because it seemed to be a lot of nothing from Usyk. It wasn't anything major. Not like the punch that finished off Tony Bellew in 2018 or anything like that. So I was a little bit disappointed with the ending, the way Dubois went out. I did notice his left eye was swelling up quite significantly, so I don't know if there's he took any damage there, perhaps, or if you don't know what was going through his head and what he was feeling. So I don't like to use the word quit too often, but it would appear he quit. So what's next? So obviously a lot of people want Undisputed still with Fury. I think Fury will go for it now. I think Fury will see that Usyk didn't look particularly good, in my opinion. Okay, he won. He won. He won most of the rounds, but he didn't look particularly good to me. And like I say, the way he went down from the low blow that may not, or probably wasn't a low blow, I don't know. Everybody's got an opinion. I keep seeing all the different replays, all the stills, and I don't fucking know. Unless you took the fucking punch, I suppose. I don't know. It didn't appear to be blatantly low to me. Let's put it that way. So, yeah, I don't know. I think Frank Warren, Dubois' promoter, he was angling for a rematch at some point, which, you know, or whatever. So yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that again. They could run that back again. It was quite an absorbing fight. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't like a classic heavyweight brawl. I mean, more people are talking about that punch that was ruled a low blow than anything else in that fight. So it's unfortunate that that's overshadowed the whole thing. But this is boxing, I suppose. Excuse me, I think fucking Havey is playing up, so I do apologise for sniffing. But yeah, so there you go. Another week of boxing. Another reason to get pissed off and more controversy. And so there you go. That's all I've got to say about it, really. Next week we've got the rematch between Chris Eubank and Junior, that is, Liam Smith. So we're looking forward to that one. I hope you're all doing well, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care, folks.